Hot Take Express.
Ba da ba ba da ba da ba. Howdy, Internet. This is Kent, your boy Kent from Tobar, and I am making bricks today. I just decided last night that I needed to try this. I had seen internet videos about it on YouTube. I made a brick mold. I didn't do it like the primitive technology way because, I'm here to make things, not like prove that I could do this in the Stone Age. So yeah, I've been digging out the approach to my greenhouse, as you can see. So like if we walk down here, where eventually the greenhouse door will be, you can see that like there is a lot of clay. Caliche is what the locals call it, and it is pretty pure. If I wanted purer stuff, if for some reason I just discovered that like bricks are better with pure clay or something, I could always go down to Snowwater Lake. It's over there. But I've got pretty nice caliche as it is, and mixing in a little organic matter doesn't seem to have hurt anything. This was the first one I made. I standed it up and it seemed to have worked. Basically, it was just, the test one to see, okay, well, do I try this? And then, because it was, had been around, it's existed for longer than the others, I could stand it up. I don't think I can stand these up right now. It's getting close. It's starting to feel firmer, but no, it's too damp. So, according to the videos, I saw, I gotta let these just dry out for a day. And when I can stand them up, I should. That'll help the process of drying out. Unlike the guy in the middle of a forest who is doing this with primitive technology I saw on the internet, I am in the middle of a desert, wind constantly blowing, so that should help cool it faster. Unfortunately, my sun is dappled by clouds. Not so much right now, thankfully, but, it will be, so it's not going to get too hot out. But, this is the project this year. Building this greenhouse out, and then with a secondary project of finally finishing my chimney for good. Chimney/fireplace. And I think I could kill two birds with one stone, turn a lot of this into bricks, and then I will have bricks. Because, it just cost me like an hour of time, but I have 12 bricks right now, and assuming they all turn into bricks, that's what, like $2 a brick? That's like $24 I made, an hour. Don't ever let anyone tell you homesteading doesn't pay. It just doesn't pay in money. Anyway, we're going to check back with this in a little bit when the bricks are drier. I'm going to flip them, and we'll see how that goes. Talk to you later, Internet. And we're back. It's been a couple hours, and I've stood all of them up but one so you can see the process. Not much to it. Just, here, I think I can do it one-handed. Yeah. As you can see, some of the local straw is getting mixed in, but that's kind of how bricks do, so I don't think there's too much harm in that. Now, what I do think there is harm in is this was an experimental batch just so I could see that I could do it, but it's kind of in my way because I'm still digging, and I'm putting the dirt that I dig out of there on top of where I'm standing. Because this way, like the idea is that this is going to be dug out. It's going to be underground, and that will provide a more steady temperature. And the only input is going to be the sun from above. And otherwise, it should maintain closer to 55, not exactly 55, but pretty close. And yeah, the only egress will be here, but there will be a door in the way, a pretty solid door. There will be like windows I can open up, but yeah, like the more I can mound up earth over here, the less deep I have to dig, or conversely, the more I can dig the same amount and have more vertical space, which might be the way to go. We'll see how much I feel like doing this, but yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I kind of, yeah, want a little easier way to do this, so I think I'm going to move it over there. There's not a whole lot going on. I'm slowly trying to create the ability to drive. Good morning. It's a blustery day here in Tobar, as you can see. But the weather is cooperating just enough that I can finally get back to the bricks. I've made a couple more. Some of them are already in there. And I've decided to start it off with straw. I just want to make sure the fire starts and gets going good. And then I'm going to have a bunch more sagebrush to put it there. I'm going to be chopping basically everything here because I want to make a place where campers can drive through. As you can see, I've already built the road thus far, and so I just need to cut that anyway. So that's all going to be dedicated towards that. Plus, I've got all of this that, like, you know, this isn't, other than the stuff where sagebrush is already growing, like, this stuff isn't any real problem, but, like, you know, and you can walk through it, you can certainly drive through it, but it's, you know, free hay, so I'm going to use it, and then, I'll be using the ash afterwards, and yes, there's my, axe to go full Paul Bunyan on this, sagebrush forest, because look at it, it is, like, kind of a little forest, isn't it? Like, those little critters, like, and there's all kinds of stuff that grows, and it's underbrush, like, here, I'm going to show you something cool that you wouldn't expect to see in this desert. Here. That is just grass. Grass just deciding, hey, I'm gonna grow here. And it had shade, as you can see, there's, like, the remnants of, like, sagebrush I cut down. It was in, like, a place where it could be happy. But it was in the way, so it had to go. But there's many other such things, like, and the sagebrush keeps coming back. I keep having to pull it out, so I don't feel too bad for the sagebrush. It'll outlive me, that's for sure. But I expect the things I'm doing will actually benefit it where I'm not working. It's like, here, where the creek that I've been digging kind of peters out, everything downstream of it is a lot greener, a lot bigger. That's really the way you can tell. A lot bigger than the stuff around it, because it's getting more water. And, like, just look at the ground. I mean, like, there's a lot more soil forming. There's less this, you know, caliche stuff, and there's more of this nice dirt made of, like, compost, organic matter. But anyway, enough about all that. I'm gonna get to work. Okay, as you can see, I've cleared out a bunch of that sagebrush. It's over there now. I think it's time to light things up. So here we go. Let's see, the weather is coming, or the wind is coming from right that a ways. So I think if I set this on fire right here, come on. Why aren't you lighting? There we go. That caught. All right, let's put that away. Oh yeah. Oh, just look at that. Just look at that. Just look at that. Oh, that's a brick burning. But that only is one of them. It's not going to set the other one going. So let's do that. There we go. Both of them are going now. Oh, geez, look at that. I'm going to set a sort of tripod here so you can just watch this so I can work. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. And I think by far the coolest part of this little experiment is that I can watch it out the window. I've put some the sagebrush on the outside, on the wind-facing part of it, so that it can burn the outside of the bricks too, but because the wind is blowing a little bit, I want the the stuff not to scatter, so I put some on top of it as well, but I also put like a grate on top of that. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. Anyway, ciao for now. Well, this is the result of the first burn. It feels like it's firming up, but I don't know if it's fully finished yet. Here, you can probably get a better look than I can. This is, so we're just going to reload this and fire it up again. And just hopefully, just let it firm up. Anyway, I was just putting stuff in, and this stuff fell down. But interestingly enough, nothing looks broken. That would not have been the case for sure before they were fired. So this does work. I am convinced this works. I just need to be better about loading the tinder. Anyway, back to it. Actually, no, I do see some crumbling. Just a little bit. So, and the stuff that's crumbling was at the center of it. I don't know about this. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe I didn't give it enough time, or maybe the clay just isn't pure enough. That's also a possibility. But some of these do look like they're fairly sturdy. So I think what I'm going to do is, instead of embracing the perfect and rejecting the good, I'm just going to make mud bricks, and I'm going to use them like I've been using the stone in there. And that will be good enough to make the dirt have a better shape. And that's really all I want. That's all I want. So I can't use these to build my chimney. I will probably just have to spend money. I hate doing that, but I'll do it. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Anyway, that was the brick making experiment. So it is. That's just how it do. Well, this is what I figured out to do with it. This is dried mud brick that was fired unnecessarily. That the firing did nothing but kind of damage it. So, from now on, I know to build mud brick. And I know the limits of the technology and the local resources. I cannot fire this to make real brick. I couldn't build my chimney out of this stuff, probably. but I can build a greenhouse wall, certainly. And now, what you see is basically my attempt to make, because look, if you look at this, like, say from the side, I don't know if it shows up so well otherwise. Yeah, this stuff is at a really bad slope, and I need it to be basically vertical. And look at that, it can be now. So I'm just gonna, because like I can't make perfectly vertical stuff even with stone, and those stones easily fall out, and I'm just gonna repurpose the stone. I'm gonna take all of that out. But like yeah, and like it slopes and it caves in easily, like that's why I keep having to, like, I had to go a rung down and then a rung down, and I'm gonna have to keep doing that until I get to the corner. But like this way it can go straight up, and because there's ultimately I'm going to want to replace this with wood scaffolding, but I can't build that wood scaffolding until I get all the way down to the where I want this to be. And I am currently standing above about like somewhere between 2 to 4 feet above where I want to be, because then I'm going to build scaffolding at the edges of it, and I'm also going to build scaffolding like where, because this is going to be mostly raised bed. There's going to be like little paths in the center to get through, but otherwise it's just going to be that, and it's all going to be wooden scaffolding, and that'll hold it in for good, because eventually this stuff will fall apart and it'll be as good as that stuff, and that stuff can hold its shape fairly long, but it does get worn down eventually by the rain, and there will still be some of that. So I just wanted to do that, tell you about that, show you guys what I did. And a lot of the process out here is just learning. So I learned something today, and with this whole process, and I think it's going to help me be more efficient. So rock on.
Take Express.
Ba da ba ba da ba da ba.